Madam Chairperson, Presidential Advisor on HIV, Ambassador Dr. Mokoa Ble Adujamfi, I ask your kind indulgence to stand on all previous protocols in the interest of time on this hot day. Good morning. I'm pleased to be with you here today in La Dade Kotopong to share this commemoration of World AIDS Day. I'm especially glad to share the spotlight with today's speakers, including the virtual appearance from His Excellency, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as a demonstration of our commitment to a world without AIDS. World AIDS Day is not only a time to remember the millions of lives lost to this terrible disease since the first cases of AIDS were identified in 1981, but also to inform, educate, and empower people living with HIV and their families, friends, and communities as we move toward eradicating HIV and AIDS once and for all. We can do this. In the last 2 years, the world's public health institutions have been severely strained. COVID-19 poses unprecedented challenges to our families, our health, and our economies. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, the United States has been a strong and engaged partner for Ghana's response, providing more than $30 million in support across multiple sectors, including testing, training, and support for public institutions. In addition, the United States has provided medical equipment and critical care assistance such as ventilators and oxygen plants to help save Ghanaian lives. We've already donated more than 4.2 million COVID-19 vaccine doses, specifically to Ghana via the COVAX facility. And this is part of the more than 250 million doses donated by the United States worldwide. And there are many more vaccines on the way. So I urge Ghanaians to get your jab, I beg. Our support to the government of Ghana's response to COVID-19 has been extremely effective. The existing relationships, mutual trust and respect, and capacity established in Ghana through our PEPFAR partnership enabled our COVID-19 assistance to be delivered quickly. That support and cooperation has its roots in long-term engagement, 14 years, via the U.S. President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, known as PEPFAR. Which U.S. president, you may wonder? Let me highlight for a moment the extraordinary bipartisan support for the PEPFAR program. Launched by our 43rd President, George W. Bush, in 2003, PEPFAR has grown from strength to strength under successive U.S. presidents, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joseph Biden. PEPFAR has been funded enthusiastically by 9 U.S. Congresses in a nonpartisan manner. This program is a great example of how building on a good idea by standing on the shoulders of those who have come before us benefits the greater good. PEPFAR shows the power of what is possible through compassionate, cost-effective, accountable, and transparent American assistance. PEPFAR has harnessed the coordinated U.S. government interagency efforts of the Department of State, the U.S. Agency for International Development, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, the Department of Defense, and even the Peace Corps to save thousands of lives and prevent the spread of HIV to many vulnerable communities and people in Ghana. In the past 14 years, we've invested over $140 million to help Ghanaians slow the spread of HIV while supporting people and families living with HIV with life-saving medications. In the past year alone, PEPFAR provided support to 4,200 newly diagnosed HIV-positive people in the Western region and the Sefi Riaso municipality in the Western Northern region, ensuring they had access to life-saving therapies. Tackling these areas with a laser focus has resulted in a phenomenal increase in people who are on life-saving and transmission-breaking treatment. The data speaks to the impressive results of such efforts. 91% of clients in those geographical areas are now on antiretroviral medications, compared to just 51% at the beginning of 2021, and all this during a pandemic. PEPFAR has also supported HIV self-testing and pre-exposure prophylaxis, PrEP, among at-risk people in Ghana, reducing the risk of additional infections. PEPFAR continued to support Ghana's frontline health workers and also invested in improving the laboratory and data systems that are essential to the success of the national HIV response. Next year, PEPFAR will expand our partnership to the rest of the Western North region and Ahafo region, applying the lessons learned from the Western region. By HIV testing for nearly 10,000 Ghanaians deemed at risk of having HIV, while helping to reduce the viral load of more than 3,700 people living with HIV. In a true medical breakthrough in recent years, reducing the viral load of people living with HIV both lowers the risk to their health and also reduces the possibility of transmission to others. U equals U. Undetectable equals untransmittable. We've truly come a long way. Progress can be undone. It can be undone by complacency. It can be undone if people living with HIV or those at risk of getting HIV are ostracized, marginalized, or stigmatized. It can be undone if policies drive them to conceal their status, hide their sexual orientation, and avoid testing and treatment. Such policies have deadly consequences for the broader population as well. We saw that at the beginning of the epidemic 40 years ago in the United States. Solutions for ending AIDS come not only from taking advantage of groundbreaking medication and treatments, but also from working together, communicating, educating people to minimize new infections, leaving no one behind, and supporting those living with HIV in a compassionate manner that breaks the chain of disease transmission. I hope that someday we will commemorate World AIDS Day in a different way, looking through the rearview mirror to honor those who have died and celebrate our victory in eradicating this disease. We're not there yet, but together we are getting closer every day. We can do this. And you may have noticed I'm wearing an orange ribbon along with my red World AIDS Day ribbon. Orange is the color to raise awareness about the campaign against gender-based violence. Thank you for your kind attention.